did it, my friend. We reformed the Dragonguard and put an end to Kaalgrontiid. Not bad, if I do say so myself. I do have one last favor to ask. It concerns Nathalar. He returned shortly after we did, but he's been acting strangely. He won't talk to me. Won't tell me what happened up there after Abner... He trusts you. Can you check on him for me? Upstairs in his chamber. He seems troubled about everything that happened. Talk to him. Find out what occurred on Dragonhold after we left. Talk to Nathalar. See if he can shed any light on what happened up there at the end. And check in with the rest of the Dragonguard. If you have the time, we all want a moment with the hero of Dragonhold. Zaji's words, not mine. Oh, you accomplished amazing things in your time with us. Latfulan, Kaalgrontiid. But such titles, they mean more to the admirers than they do to the admired. Our Dragonguard is young. Let them have their heroes.
When we saw the island begin to break apart, it was all I could do to stop Zaji and Casca from leaping into the pounce and sailing off to fish you out of the sea. Can you imagine trying to navigate while parts of the island were raining down? The thought... You know, I've been thinking, maybe I'm not actually cut out for the Dragonguard. I feel so young compared to Sai, so inexperienced. I'm not sure I could have handled being up on that floating island. I did? I mean, I did, didn't I? And I took command of our forces down here while you and Sai were up there. You always know what to say, don't you? Thank you, my friend. I'll keep that in mind, even as I strive to gain more experience. You know, I really do like being a part of all this. Aelia of the Dragonguard. I'm going to make you and Sai proud. No, that was just a slight moment of doubt. But you've set me straight, and I take my calling very seriously. I go wherever the Dragonguard needs me. I will make time to return to Senchal and visit with my father, though. I owe him that much.
This Dragonguard, it's good, but it needs work. Luckily, Sai Sahan has me to knock some sense into this sorry bunch. The work, the mission. We may have taken out the Dragon Clan mothers, so to speak, but there are still a lot of lesser dragons to deal with. For that, the Dragonguard needs to learn how to fight. And fighting, that's my specialty. For as long as they'll have me and Captain Zaji both. Truth be told, the bearded one handles himself well in battle. I think I could learn a thing or two from him along the way. So, it works out for everyone for me to drop anchor here.
This one is sorry he missed all the action on Dragonhold. Zaji expects to be part of the next assault on a floating island, yes? The smuggling, the piracy, the drinking? This one has dropped them like a hot sweet cake. Well, except for the drinking. Zaji always wanted to be a hero. The Dragonguard. It gives Zaji a chance to do something important with his life. Something good. But we should be celebrating, not examining decisions that brought us to this point. At least not while we're sober. Zaji still thinks a celebration is in order. Perhaps this one will mention it to the Lady Queen from Enequina. She must have enough gold to throw a proper party. There are still dragons to deal with. And the Dragonguard will need more ships. A whole fleet of them. Then Captain Zaji will require a grander rank. What do you think? Admiral Zaji? Yes? Next time there is a dragon, Zaji does not want to be left behind.
I don't recall you jumping forward to challenge Latfulan.
Now, Aelia. The captain always maintains a tactical distance.
Tactical distance. Right. Zaji is nothing if not prudent.
Mask Bearer. I look around my home and see so much activity. The Bearded One's minions, they scurry like ants in the moon sugar. It vexes me. The Battle Mage wanted to contain the energy of the Aeon Stones, to keep the release from destroying anything beyond the crumbling island. I helped him achieve that goal before I returned here. I do not know. The Battle Mage was weak, exhausted, but he refused to give up. He wanted to save you, save this land. I lent him enough of my power to accomplish that task. It was the least I could do, after he helped stop Kaalgrontiid. Glad that a creature as magnificent as Kaalgrontiid had to be destroyed? No, Mask Bearer. I am disappointed that it came to that Kaalgrontiid forced us to intercede. He was dangerous, so we ended the danger. And now, I must take my leave. All I can tell you is what Kaalgrontiid believed. He believed that with enough power, he could become a new moon in the sky, a new god to challenge Akatosh. Regardless of the truth, he had to be stopped. Now, for me, the time has come to move on. Wherever my wings will take me, Mask Bearer, I must bide my time and wait for the next event that requires my intervention. It was good to see that we could work together, mortal. I will remember that. And now, farewell. We may meet again, Mask Bearer. The world is not so very large. And do not worry about the mask. Like me, it will bide its time until it is again needed. Tell the Dragonguard they have my respect.
I heard the wings. Nephilar has left us? Probably for the best, all things considered. Were you able to get him to tell you what happened on Dragonhold before the island totally broke apart? Tharn's a tough old goat. If there was a way to survive, he'd find it. I don't think there was. Oh, I almost forgot. We received a summons from Queen Chimera. She wants to see us. All of us. In Senchal. She was being rather cryptic, but I think she wants to throw a celebration. Honor the Dragonguard and all that. Beforehand, however, she wants to talk to you. You could find her in Senchal Palace. Queen Chimera impressed me, my friend. It isn't every ruler who readily puts themselves in harm's way for the sake of their people. Tamriel could use a dozen more like her. Well, she certainly did. We'll follow along shortly. In order to make a good impression, the Dragonguard needs to be ready. I'll instruct Zaji and Casca on proper etiquette and protocol. Hopefully some of what I tell them will stick.
How can we protect you, my queen, if you continue to leave us behind?
I am no fragile kitten, Zamarak. My duty will always take precedence. Five Claw, you arrive in the nick of time. While I deal with my royal protectors, I have an important task for you. I need you to represent me before the Imperial General Renmus. He knows of my goal to restore the Elsweyr Confederacy and rejoin Anequina and Palatine. Given their service, I want to offer the Shields of Senchal a place in this restored kingdom. Very much so. There is no one else I trust to handle such a delicate negotiation. General Renmus has an idea this is coming. I want you to officially present the offer and determine what he thinks.
Zamorak still cannot believe you are here, Five Claw. Still, if this one wasn't close enough to protect the Queen, Zamorak is glad that you were. Now, this one must see to the Queen's luggage. She will want to look royal for what comes next, yes? We arrived a short time ago. After Queen Kamira abandoned us, we had a long march down from the north. Zamorak would have worried about her more, but we had dragons and other hostile creatures to deal with along the way. Everything and more, my friend. Everything and more. In the time that Zamorak has served, Queen Kamira has proven to be a very active monarch. She is exactly what Elsweyr needs, even if it makes this one's job ever more difficult.
We also heard that the Dragonguard have returned, and led by Sai Sahan himself. I wonder if the Irregulars would make the cut. We've battled a dragon or two since agreeing to Queen Kamira's terms. There's still work to be done to repair the damage caused by Euraxia, and the Queen is very generous when it comes to compensation. When Zamorak needed a few troops to bolster the royal chaperones, I volunteered to accompany the Irregulars. Oh, nothing like what we faced back in Northern Elsweyr. But then again, we weren't fighting dragons atop floating islands. Yes, we heard all about it. Sounds exhilarating. Once everything settles down, I must hear your version of the story.
I seem to have jigged when I reached Solitude when I should have jagged. Well, anyway, here I am. Now, did you summon me, or did I send for you? I really find myself where I expect to be, either. One of the great mysteries of life, I dare say. My portals usually take me where I need to be, whether I realize it or not. Rather convenient, if a bit disconcerting at times. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Mostly the latter, not so much of the former. I handled a few tasks for Queen Kamira, visited with Abner Tharn, even dispatched a dragon or two, the smallest ones, nothing too impressive. So good of you to remember. The scamps have been working day and night to finish the place. Soon it will be a perfect getaway, a retreat from all the questing and daring do. You must come visit next time you're traveling the plains of Oblivion.
How can I get any work done with these constant interruptions? Ah, it's you. I understand we have you to thank for stopping the dragon and getting rid of the floating island? Thank you. But what brings you to my office at this particular point in time? So, Anequina seeks to come to the rescue of Palatine? We've been doing quite well on our own, I'll have you know. Oh, who am I kidding? The shields have been getting by on luck and tenacity. And then the dragons came. My soldiers and I, we swore an oath to the Empire. If we forsake that oath and take up with Rimmond's queen, what does that say about our commitment and loyalty? I seem to be caught between my pride and my honor. What do you think, Dragonguard? You make an excellent point. The Empire no longer exists, but Senchal continues to need us. It would be dishonorable to turn away from our duty. Very well, then. For Senchal and its people, I will agree to Queen Chimera's terms.
Father, excuse the interruption, but the ceremony is about to begin.
Perfect timing. And Aelia, I've accepted Queen Chimera's offer. We shall help her re-establish the Elsweyr Confederacy.
That's excellent news, Father.
Senchal needs the shields, and the shields need the support of a monarch. Now, come along. We need to get all of you to that ceremony.
As you say, Father.
Look, here comes the Slayer of Kaalgrontiid.
Yeah, all 7 of them. Woo.
I told you to go easy on the plum brandy.
Five Claw, come here, please. My dearest friend, you must take your place alongside the rest of the Dragonguard. The ceremony cannot begin until all of those I wish to honor are accounted for. Pomp and circumstance are a necessary component of every ceremony. The masses demand it. Besides, I want to honor the Dragonguard's accomplishments, yours included. Take this reward and smile, Five Claw. We are about to begin. People of Senchal, let us recognize the efforts of the Dragonguard. They saved Elsweyr from the rage of dragons. First, let us bow our heads and remember Abnar Tarn, who gave his life to save Tamriel. Second, it brings me great joy to mark the return of Sai-Sahan and the Dragonguard. May you always watch over us all.
The honor is ours, Queen Chimera.
And finally, join me in honoring my friend and champion who ended the threat of Kaalgrontiid once and for all. 3 cheers for Five Claw! 3 cheers for the Dragonguard!
3 beers? No, Zadzia said enough. Thank you.
Dragons take me.